Last week we saw Chad's truck. This time we're going to take a look at Ashley's very cool converted van.
Tulsa, Oklahoma.
From Tulsa, Oklahoma. And you've been on the road for how long?
3 or 4 days.
Okay.
So we left Tuesday. So
Yeah.
So it's taking us a little bit more time to get out here. Had quite a few bugs to work out this thing. Had some breakdowns on the way here, but it's part of doing a kind of a custom build like this. Is you're going to find issues with it that have to be addressed, and you just don't know where they're going to have to be addressed at. So luckily we were able to get the repairs done.
Yeah.
But when we get back home.
And you've got somebody with you while this
yeah.
is all happening, so if something major happens, you've got another vehicle you can get to parts.
I ran out of fuel, and then, so that was one of my other issues, is the second day I had to put a set of batteries in it.
Oh man.
So luckily Chad was here with me, and we had a set of jumper cables, so I was able to get up and going. Then the next day we stopped for gas and it wouldn't start.
Yeah.
So another trip to the auto parts store for the 3rd or 4th time, and got a set of batteries and off again. So.
Right.
And Ashley was like myself. He actually, so this was a 2-wheel drive rig, right?
Yep.
And so you did the 4x4 conversion and kind of swapped everything out. Originally it was an ambulance, but I see a lot of custom features here that you've done. So
Yep. It's a 1991 E-350 ambulance, and when I bought it, it had 16,900 original miles on it, and it had been stored inside an EMS station.
Oh, nice.
So the interior was perfect in it.
Yep.
Paint, it's original paint. Everybody thinks I repainted it, but it's original paint and everything.
They had the Ghostbusters there too?
Didn't quite have the
Oh,
Ghostbusters.
okay.
So I had to remove quite a bit of paint to get to that. So, but that was the biggest thing body-wise I had to do to it, was just pull all the original EMS stickers, because it's, I can't designate it as an ambulance anymore. So.
Right. And you didn't have to pull the lights or anything to
no,
get that designation.
The biggest thing with the lights, as long as you don't run with them on. So one unique thing about it, all the lights do work, the sirens work.
Oh, really?
Yeah, everything's, when I bought it, it was completely functional.
Oh, that's cool.
So
that's
the
cool.
only thing you had to put was a stretcher in it.
Okay.
And resupply it, and it was ready to keep going. So I started off.
And this is an extended version.
Yeah, and it's the extended version
back
for the ambulance. So this seam right here, this section here was added.
Yep. Okay.
Or they actually come from the factory too, like that too.
All right.
You'll see a lot of versions that are just a short
version
of it. And of course, with it being an ambulance, they have a fiberglass top on it. So
yeah. Now you can't stand up in it. You're 6 what?
6'3".
6'3". Okay.
So it's hard for me to find anything
that you're going to be able to.
That's an RV or anything like that for me to stand up in. But
right. So what is the stand-up height? Do you know in this?
I'm not sure exactly what it is.
Okay.
It's probably right around 5 foot or so.
Oh, okay.
So.
Okay. So pretty close to most ambulances.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm sure some of the newer ones that have the big boxes on them, they probably have a little bit more.
I don't think they do. I think they're pretty close to that.
So.
Yeah.
And then one nice thing about this air conditioner works. It has a rear air conditioner too.
Oh,
so
nice.
Going down the road, I can turn it on. Heater's the same way. You don't really have to worry about heat in this thing.
Yep.
It generates enough heat. So.
Yeah, for sure.
Started off the build buying the axles. They're from a 2021 F-250 FX4, which means it has a rear locker.
Oh, nice.
So that's the reason I put the sticker on there. Then that's one thing with having so many switches and power points in here is you can find easy power. And all I had to do is run a wire back there and flip a switch on that's inside the cab there, and I got the locker locked in, so. Sometimes going into 4-wheel drive isn't really a necessity when you weigh as much as this. That
I've noticed that too.
A locking differential is about all you need just to get going. So.
Yep, I've noticed that too. And you're also running the methods.
Yep.
Looks like some pretty colored methods.
Yep. And they're red that match the stripe on there pretty close, and they're a good looking wheel.
Yeah, it looks really good. I like that design of the methods. That's the design I'd put on mine.
Running 35-inch all-terrains, and I'm still kind of a little old school. I like the raised white letters on the outside. So
Looks good. Especially goes good with the white. So
And it showing your custom shift lever.
yeah, but the stripes are kind of reflective on it too. So when you hit it from the side, the gold stripes will light up on it. So
cool.
got a lot of metallic in there.
Cool. Did you also do your light bar and all that?
So
and the bumper and
I like to repurpose things. So actually, that roof rack is actually a window protector for an S10,
really?
and it fit up there just perfect. So I had to modified it a little bit to put bars on it, then mounted the lights on there. Because originally, when I mounted the lights up there, I never really had them mounted up there, but they just looked weird sitting up there,
Right.
without having something behind it, because it's got that flat spot there.
Okay.
So I did make it to where I could put stuff up there, but I don't carry a 6-foot step ladder to get to it. It is actually 9 foot tall up there to the lights.
Oh wow. Okay.
So,
Okay. That's pretty cool.
and one thing I done is I louvered the hood or bought some louvers
Oh,
that
shit.
add on there to. Any way you can get rid of heat out of these vans is that there's so much motor in such a confined space that it just has a hard time getting rid of the heat. So that's been one of my issues that I'll have to address when I get back, is
Gotcha.
find a better way. I did put electric fans in it, but
Nice big full-size spare. Plenty of storage up underneath the bed, the way that works. And still, oh, I love this little
yeah,
cubbies down underneath.
that's one thing I get a little nervous about, not having enough stuff. So I got a couple quarts of transmission fluid or engine oil.
Yep.
I got about 5 quarts of transmission fluid, and that's, like I say, you got so many little cubby holes that you can
Oh yeah.
put stuff like that in. So
I've actually never been in this type of ambulance before. I actually like the layout better than some of the bigger ones. It's interesting.
So one thing I done before this trip was made a little kickstand for this, so I can lay it down, and this rotates over the over the top and
Yep.
turns into a bench. So we played Monopoly in here when it's been raining outside, and we
Nice.
watched a movie the other night.
Nice. Very cool. And I even like the kind of reddish burgundy that they.
Yep.
I mean, this just all worked out.
And sometimes, some of these had some odd colors, blue or something like that.
Okay.
Red's pretty
Oh, it just came
Kinda-
out so cool.
kind of held its age, I guess. So.
Right.
But all the controls over here still work, so I can turn with the doors open right now, they don't work quite as.
Okay. Yep. Both sets of lights.
So then I have a.
And those aren't super bright. I mean, they're just enough.
Yep, and the thing is, they dim too.
Oh, they do. Okay. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, these are the same, basically kind of the same type of stuff I use for all my foods to keep them out, keep the mice out.
Yeah.
So this you just kind of kept for the nostalgia,
Well, it's
the
just,
oxygen tank things.
To me, when I first built it, I just want to go. So, it has the oxygen hookup over here. It's
Okay.
just something I'll probably eventually take out, but
Right.
and you can plug this into 120 from
Yes.
bank power, shore power.
That's
Then
nice.
your 120 works in here too. So
Yep. Yeah, that's really nice.
it charges my batteries up if they start running low. So
Okay. Gotcha.
the clock, of course, it works, and it's kind of nice to have a little bit of noise to help you go to sleep. So
Little metronome going on. Yeah, this is just This is cool. I mean, those are so small,
Yeah.
what they have, but I mean, they work perfect for this type of setup.
And the thing is, you just got to be kind of strategic about it. If it didn't have the slope on the backside, you could put a lot more stuff in there. So
Right.
I actually, with the oil bottles down here, they changed the design or the shape of oil bottles now. So I had to find some that were just like the old style that come down, so that they would fit in
Oh,
there.
wow.
So,
That's wild. Yeah, this wood is just, oh, that is just, that's like the cat's meow. I mean, that's just the coloration of that and how that just all worked out.
and of course, on the top, when I ripped them down, I just took a little propane torch and burned
Yeah.
them. Left actually all this old screws in there they had for chains and stuff in there.
Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, and there's your little cap that you made out of copper. Yeah, very cool.
Like I said, it's pretty comfortable. I had a regular cooler at first, and we slid it over here. And Chad's daughter was with us, and we just sat here and played Monopoly one day. It actually wasn't raining. It was just miserable cold. And,
Yeah.
you know, we had 15, 20 mile an hour winds. So.
Oh, heck yeah. Time to get inside. For sure.
But, you know, I can start it up and run the inverter, and we had a little coffee maker in here and make some coffee. It kind of pulls a little more power, and it was a Keurig. So
okay.
It pulls probably a little more juice in it.
How much battery capacity do you have for the coach side of this
So,
rig?
originally, and all diesels, I believe, come this way, it has dual batteries.
Right.
Then it has a 165 amp alternator for
Okay.
running all the...
So you have a DC to DC conversion
Yeah.
that's constantly going. All right. Gotcha. And then no separate house batteries. So you don't need that. Okay. Interesting.
And with some of this stuff, with, you know, still having...
You do enough traveling. That's
Yeah.
why, because you keep that going.
Yeah.
Okay. And then, of course, with a diesel, no big deal if you need to just sit there and run the motor and just keep it going.
And of course, with it being a diesel, it's a little obnoxious, a little loud, so
Yeah.
I try not to
Have to do that.
do that. So I just try to keep everything off. And
Yeah.
usually flashlights work pretty good in here, but if I needed to, I could turn lights on.
Yeah.
You know, that little light right there is a little
Little
map
separate
light.
one.
So
Yeah. Well, very cool, man. Thank you for showing us this. This is really cool. You should be proud of this for sure.
And like I said, that's one thing about having an ambulance. It's not having to do a whole lot of cabinetry work
Yes.
or anything like that. It's pretty much all here. So.
Yeah, they've done. Yeah, I mean these slides. These are just everything is done so nicely in these things. Always impressed when I see that cabinetry of the ambulances.
And I kind of wanted to tint them to where you couldn't see what's in there, but I haven't found a way of actually getting those panels out, so they're just going to stay clear. Which is,
Gotcha.
I mean, it doesn't. I don't have anything I need to hide in there, so.
Is it tempered? Is that what it is? It's tempered glass?
I think it's actually just Lexan.
Oh, it's Lexan.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
And the thing is, it's actually pretty quiet in here. It don't have a lot of squeaks or anything like that. So I try to keep everything pushed kind of tight with each
Yeah.
other. These doors do kind of slide open going down the road, but I haven't had anything fall out. So. They put the spare tire in there. I wanted to make a rear tire carrier for it, but with this being the extended version,
Yeah.
it just
Butt
puts
sticks out
yeah.
quite a way.
So then you have 35-inch tire that's hanging by 12 and a half hanging off the back. And the thing is, it doesn't interfere with anything. Just kind of cuts off your walking
Right.
space. When
And you're not
it's
living
down.
in it. It's your camping rig.
It's actually
Yeah.
a really good footrest. That's my side.
Is that what it is? Okay.
When we watch something in here, whatever playing, whatever, I sit and lean back and kick my feet up there.
Right.
So it's actually pretty convenient where it's at.
Okay. Gotcha. Very cool, man. Very cool. Yeah, very nice setup. I started this new thing and it kind of happened on accident. So Scott, who was out here with me, came out when I put the post on Instagram and said, hey man, someone come out here, hang out with me and just camp. And we had a great time. We went fishing and everything, but So what happened is he had a small I think it was a 7-foot fly rod, and I've always wanted to try a smaller rod for creeks and see how it worked. And so he said, hey, take mine, go out there, enjoy yourself, you know. And I was out there fly fishing. He asked, so how did you like it? And I said, oh, it's great. You know, I'm definitely going to pick myself up a smaller rod sometime. And he goes, it's yours. And I'm like, what? And he goes, yeah, it's yours. And he made the rod himself, which was so cool. He said, all I want is a sticker in return. Sure, here's a sticker. So I've started a new thing. I've always just given away my stickers, and I just like doing that. I know everybody says you should sell your stickers because it'll help you stay on the road and all that kind of stuff, but I don't know. I just don't do that. So I started a new thing, and the new thing is if you want a sticker, trade me for it. So I was talking with Ashley and Chad here, and Chad invited me over for some of this. Yeah, we're gonna eat good tonight. And Ashley, well, we're not gonna tell you what he gave me, but he gave me something too, and it had to do with food. So anyway, you guys, with that, trading for a sticker, here is your sticker.
Thank you.
And here is your sticker.
Thank you, sir.
You betcha.
No, I'll put it on. Be the first one.
Oh, we can check that out.
I guess I'll put you at the very top since you're the first one.
All right. Oh, that's a good spot for your sticker collection. Awesome. Very cool. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So yeah, so that's how we're gonna do it for now. So if you run into me on the road and you want a sticker, trade me something for it. We'll see how that goes.
I find it so interesting, people's passions that they're able to do when they're on the road. This is one of Ashley's panning. I've got another follower, and his is ready to like Spanish gold. Really interesting stuff. Well, after some good times by the fire, some good conversation, and later that night we actually watched a movie on the side of Ashley's van. What a great time, guys. Sure enjoyed it.
Wire on that truck. I know where every wire is going. Somebody else has had a hell of a time figuring it out, but I